Hello, my name is Amanda Newmiller, and I am Director of Site Planning at Mass Development and the Program Manager of the Site Readiness Program. During this webinar, I will provide an overview of the Site Readiness Program and how to apply to the program through the Community One Stop for Growth. Key topics for this webinar will include an overview of the Site Readiness Program, application instructions, important program parameters, tips on how to be competitive, and examples of a successful application. The aim of the Site Readiness Program is to increase the Commonwealth's inventory of large, well-located, project-ready sites, to accelerate private sector investment in industrial, commercial, and mixed-use projects, and to support the conversion of abandoned sites and obsolete facilities into clean, actively used, tax-generating properties. It is important to note that this program is open to public entities such as municipalities, redevelopment authorities, and economic development industrial corporations. It is also available to nonprofit development entities. The program is not open to private for-profit entities. One final note about the program, Site Readiness Awards may be made in the form of a reimbursable grant or technical assistance through Mass Development's House Doctor program. There are some key things to keep in mind to determine whether your project may be appropriate for the Site Readiness Program. Site Readiness Awards typically range between $50,000 and $500,000, depending on the type of project. While site readiness projects are not subject to a fiscal year deadline, a successful application must demonstrate readiness to start upon project award, and a feasible project timeline must be incorporated into grant contract documents. The program offers assistance in two areas: site pre-development and permitting, and site preparation. Pre-development and permitting can include items such as site concept plans and feasibility studies, market analysis, site acquisition and related tasks, engineering documents, pre-permitting and permitting, pro forma development, and other due diligence activities. Site preparation can include things such as demolition and construction of site-related upgrades. Keep in mind that items such as parking lots and parking structures may be ancillary to a development project, but should not be the main focus of a site readiness application. Also, uses focused on the development of open space are not eligible for site readiness funding. Uses that are focused on municipal services, such as a municipal campus or buildings, are not competitive uses within the site readiness program. Uses that focus on activities to support applicant operations or office space and do not result in meaningful new commercial, industrial, or mixed-use development and/or housing units are not competitive within the site readiness program. Finally, project activities focused on building design or rehabilitation are not competitive within the site readiness program. An application is competitive when it is able to address the following criteria: community support for industrial development, consistency with the existing municipal master plan and/or regional plans, as-of-right zoning or an affirmative statement from municipality to seek as-of-right zoning, regional impact and regional appropriateness, property size and scale of development, because the program is targeting a minimum of 50,000 square feet of developable space, level of potential investment on the site, benefits enabled, including new housing units and permanent jobs created, site access, site control, the appropriateness of the location, marketability of the site, availability of matching funds from landowner and/or local contribution, and the ability to begin work within 12 months of grant award. Funding by the Site Readiness Program is meant to support a municipality's effort to support new large-scale private development that can result in direct economic impacts and benefits to the community in terms of new commercial, industrial, or mixed-use development. Projects that result in at least 50,000 square feet of commercial, industrial, or mixed-use development will be competitive within the Site Readiness Program. With that in mind, an example of some important questions that the review committee will consider are: What is the size and scale of the development proposed? And is this project consistent with existing municipal master plan or regional plans? Applicants should be prepared to include information that will help the review committee understand their proposed scope of work, the development potential of the site, and the site context. Application attachments can include, when available or relevant, things like site plans, building plans, parcel information, property cards, maps, photos, and a project budget. For photos, please create one PDF document that includes all photos with captions. To give a sense of a successful past site readiness application, we've included an example project here. This award was made to the West Mass Area Development Corporation. Ludlow Mills is a historic mill complex that consists of 130 acres and more than 50 historic mill buildings with 1.1 million square feet of developable space. In 2020, through a Site Readiness Grant Award, Mass Development, with the assistance of 2 consultants, provided technical assistance to the West Mass Area Development Corporation. Project deliverables included a market analysis, a strategic marketing plan and collateral, website updates, and flexible build-out concepts for a planned 40-acre business park. This application was considered strong because it met program criteria in terms of use eligibility, project size, and appropriate activity types. The effort to build upon an existing comprehensive plan that was approved by the town and approved as a 40R smart growth district also assisted the application. Since this project was completed, the grantee has been able to build off their site readiness work to secure additional funding through MassWorks for roadway improvements, the underutilized properties program for capital and building stabilization, and from the EPA for brownfields cleanup of multiple buildings within the complex. We recommend that any organization planning to apply for funding this round take advantage of the opportunities for guidance currently available. The expression of interest is a great opportunity to receive guidance on your project ideas prior to starting a full application. The EOI is available directly through the One Stop website. You can also visit the One Stop program website to access all webinars, including general One Stop webinars and all program webinars. Thank you for reviewing this webinar, and please reach out with any questions.